Welcome to the Webster Elementary Physical Fitness Test, where the Healthy Fitness Zone performance standards are what you are going to be measured by. The following standards will be measured. First, your body composition will be measured by your height and weight. Your aerobic capacity will be measured by your 1 mile run time. Your upper body strength and endurance will be measured by the amount of correct push-ups. Your flexibility will be measured by your shoulder stretch and or the sit and reach. Your abdominal strength and endurance will be measured by the correct amount of curl-ups. And finally, your trunk extensor strength and flexibility will be measured by the trunk lift.
The mile performance task is a task in which measures your cardiovascular endurance. At no time during this test may you help or hinder any other student trying to complete the task. After your 4th lap, your time will be totaled and tallied to the nearest second.
The push-up event is an in-cadence event that measures your strength and endurance for your upper body. The minimum score females need to achieve is 7. For males, it is between 7 and 12. This is the front leaning rest position. The hands and arms are shoulder width apart. The body is straight and rigid, and the head is not tilting down or up. You must be on your toes for this event. You cannot be on the tops of your feet. In the position down, the scorekeeper will keep a card with him or her and measure a 90-degree angle on your arm. There are a few disqualifiers. One disqualifier is if you are unable to keep up with the cadence count for 2 repetitions. If any part of your body other than your hands and feet touch the ground, you will be disqualified. And the final disqualifier is if you sag or flex your back for 2 repetitions. If you are disqualified, your points will be totaled at that moment. The push-up event is as follows.
Down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5.
The next test will be to test your flexibility. To test your flexibility, the first event will be the shoulder stretch. If you cannot complete the shoulder stretch with both right over left and left over right, you will perform the sit and reach. The shoulder stretch is as follows.
So the person that is administering the test will tell you to do right over left. If you can touch your fingers together, then it passes. Then the person administering will tell you to switch and do left over right. All you have to do is touch the fingertips and you pass.
The next event will be the sit and reach. If you are unable to perform the shoulder stretch, the sit and reach is for you. When you're next, please take off your shoes and sit at the box as follows. The first leg you will stretch will be your right leg. You're going to place your right foot all the way against the box with your leg flat. Your other leg, in this case, the left leg, will be at a 90-degree angle. Your hands must be laid one on top of another. If your hands come separated, we will measure you from the furthest hand back.
So your administrator will ask you to put your hands out. You're going to have 3 attempts. And at the end of each attempt, you need to hold it for at least 1 second. As you go forward, you come back. You go forward again, come back, go forward again. For the females, you have to make it either 9 or 10 inches. And for males, you need to make it at least 8 inches. So the administrator will say reach, hold, and back. Then you're gonna reach, hold, and back. And you're gonna reach a 3rd time, reach, hold, and back.
During the test, the administrators will record the number of inches achieved to the nearest half inch. In this case, it is 10 inches. The next event will be the curl up. During the curl up event, you will lie flat on your back, head on the ground, and your legs in a 120-degree angle with your hands at the base of the measuring strip. The disqualifiers for this event or if your head fails to meet the ground for 2 repetitions. If your hands do not go past the blue measuring strip, or if you do a curl up in a jerking motion. On the command of up, you will go up with your fingers past the strip. On the command of down, don't forget your head must touch the ground. The correct form is as follows for a curl up.
Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4.
The next event is the trunk lift. The score needed is 9 to 12 inches. To perform the trunk lift, you must lay flat on the ground on your stomach with your hands by your hips. You will not be able to use your arms to help yourself lift. When the instructor says up, you will hold it for 1 to 2 seconds, down, and back down. The instructor will then score you based on the number of inches the bottom of your chin gets to.
So if you haven't already, please make sure your name, as well as your teacher's name, are on your physical fitness test tracking cards.
We